Hey, I'm Mike.
And I'm Mike.
And welcome back to the Hangar Hideout. You know, in the next couple of months, both of us are actually going to be moving.
Yeah. And they always say, you get yourself a starter home, that way you know what you want for the next home. Same thing goes for a garage. You get yourself a starter garage and you know from your mistakes what to do with the next garage.
I also learned I can live in a shed as long as I have a massive garage.
That's what I was talking about. Just only the garage.
Yeah. So that got Reach and I talking. What do we need in our next garages? What are the must-haves?
What are the top 10 things that you need in a garage?
So we're going to do you guys a favor and give you Hangar Hideout's take on what the top 10 things are that you need in your garage for like a car guy.
Yeah. So first up on the list, we'll call it number 10, is 10 millimeter sockets. Hold on 1 second. Oh, here they are. Found them. These little boogers get away quick. It's funny enough because number 10 is 10 mils. There's a joke on the internet where you always lose these, but it actually does happen. Because cars nowadays, they either take a 10 or a deep 10. There's nothing else they take. So that's all you need. So you can actually buy a bag of just 10 millimeter sockets, and it's always nice to have extra laying around because those things have legs. They run away for no reason.
Number 9, screw organizers. Now hear me out. Do you remember in the past, in an old episode, that I did this? Just so you know, none of those bolts ever went back on the car because I couldn't find them. Get yourself some screw organizers. These are perfect with projects. When you take things out, you put them in here, you put them on the car, and they don't get lost.
So my number 8 for most important things you need to have in the garage is something that's completely hands-free, and that's a Google Home. Because sometimes when you're working on the car, if you're working on the tune for your car, you have your hands oily. Sometimes you just don't want to get up, so you tell it to do things for you. That's the best thing to do. Because if I'm under the car and I don't like a song, I just say next song. Or for example, if I need to know very important information for this tune, I will ask it a question. For example, hey Google, what's 1 + 1?
1 + 1 is 2.
That's it. So I can just enter that in here, and I didn't even have to get up. That's my number 8.
Number 7 on the list, get yourself a good set of ratcheting wrenches. Now, wrenches are old technology. When you got your body in weird positions, you're trying to use them, you gotta get it just right, and then it slips off. And then you gotta take it off. With ratcheting wrenches, put that puppy on there, and you ratchet until you're done. Now these guys easily could have been higher on the list, but we got some things that are even better, just like this.
Number 6 on the list is a magnetic socket tray holder. Now you would think this is just for organizing your toolbox, but you'd be wrong. Because when I'm under the car, I take this whole tray, slap it on something steel, and now I can pick and choose any socket I want. Oddly enough, the 10 millimeter is missing, which is funny, because that was my number 10. But if you get one of these, it gives you less of a chance of losing your 10 mil.
And number 5 on the list is to go ahead and get yourself a good set of LED garage lights. Look at it right now. It's dark, I can't see anything. Daylight doesn't do anything for me, and normal fluorescent lights suck. I'm not a caveman, I need some more light. And if you can't see what you're working on, then are you even really working? Come to think of it, even with the lights on, I'm not really working. But now, look at this. Huh? Look at that! That's way better! I probably look like I'm in HD now. Amazon has these for ones that you can even screw right into a light bulb, or you could go with the bar lights that I have.
Number 4 on the list is power tools. How many times I've been cranking a ratchet, going away. Nowadays, you just hit a button. Like, for example, this is one of my favorites, the electric ratchet. Just hit a button, spins the socket for you. And then you got electric impact. You know, those ones that can take a little bit more torque, stuff like that. Electric drill, for when you have to drill holes in things. That's good. A light, for when the LED lights are hitting, you can't hit hard. Okay, we got a die grinder too. Oh, we got a leaf blower for blowing leaves out of your garage. Oh my God, we got another impact. And for the big jobs.
Number 3 on the list is for my fellow Midwesterners. Wintertime is literally unbearable. You can't go outside, you can't go in the garage, so you need to invest in a nice kerosene heater. Now, if you saw some of the episodes of me doing the supercharger, I was the dead of winter and it was a balmy 60 degrees in my garage. These things also last forever. This guy, for instance, was the first one ever made in about 1920 and it's still kicking. You wouldn't be able to tell this right now, but I think it's 5 degrees outside. But it's like springtime in here.
So number 2 on the list can save everyone a bunch of time in the garage. One of the things that takes the most time is jacking the car. You gotta jack one side up, and then the front, and then the other side up, and then the back. Get yourself a set of QuickJacks. QuickJacks, you just slide 2 frames under, hit a button, and you jack up the whole car. And it's self-locking as well. So you can go under there, no problem. See, isn't that so much easier than this old piece of junk? I mean, let's get this out of here. We don't need that where we're going.
Now for number 1, the most important thing on this list. Without this one thing, everything else on the list is useless. The number 1 thing that every car guy needs in their garage is a car. Without a car, people would wonder what we do all the time in our garages.
You know, that brings up a good point. Since your car's getting tuned, what have you been doing in your garage?
Okay, Michael, come on. We got him. We can tree him on this one. Yes. Somebody? Help! I guess I live here now. Organizing.
Okay.
Getting ready for the move.
Oh, that makes sense.
So let us know what you thought about the list. Do you have everything on it? Or what would you make number 1?
Let us know down in the comments what you would add or take away and what you think would be your top 10 list.
Well, we want to thank you guys for watching this episode, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. But most of all, we want to thank you guys for hiding out.
And we'll see you on the next episode. So you've really been organizing that whole time?
Yeah, the entire time.
It's been over a month.